had a letter writer, Ari, in response to my essay last week, a woman named Tess, I won't give the last names here, but said, I think most Iranians were pretty upset with Trump. I think she means that generally. But the Democrats gave $6 billion to the terrorist regime of Iran to kill more people and start a war in Israel. I think that's where the support for Trump comes from. Ari, does that sound fair to you?
I got a problem with that. I'm not okay with again. Let's categorize because let's compartmentalize these different arguments. So on the one hand, why did the U.S. give $6 billion? Now, forget about the money part for a second. If you have a U.S. passport and you're under the protection of this flag, the U.S. government should come get you, should do whatever they can do to release you. The same way we just got back a lot of our hostages from Russian prisons. We had a prisoner exchange. Some really notorious Russians were released, and then we got some of our U.S. citizens back. Now, giving $6 billion, could it have been negotiated differently? That's a whole different story. But again, if you followed Russian, especially a sort of anti-Putin media, you would have seen how furious so many people were that we let go of a Russian weapons dealer, arms dealer, and a couple of Russian FSB and GRU sort of operators in Germany who had committed murder to release our own hostages. They were furious, just like the Iranians were when, we got 5 U.S. citizens back. But again, I think some of these Iranians don't see these guys as U.S. citizens. They think they're Iranians. They have a U.S. passport. They have taken the citizenship oath. Their citizenship is as valid as mine, Bijan's, Donald Trump's, and Barack Obama's, and George Washington's for that matter. So we should come, if wherever they go, the U.S. flag goes to protect them. Having said that, I heard someone say if Trump was there, he would have negotiated differently. Well, he released 5,000 Taliban fighters. I mean, let's be realistic. Has the Biden administration made so many mistakes? I think so. The big problem was not the $6 billion, but the hundreds of billions of dollars they allowed them to sell oil. That was the bigger problem, not the $6 billion. The $6 billion was a chunk of change. It was allowing them to be able to sell oil again after Trump had sort of choked them of their oil revenues.